Hello again. Arsenal are back on the training pitch with full focus as they prepare for a huge EFL Cup showdown against Chelsea at the Emirates Stadium. With silverware on the line and London bragging rights at stake, Mikel Arteta's side know there is no room for error as the intensity ramps up at London Colney. The session was sharp, competitive and full of energy, with players working through high-tempo drills, pressing patterns and quick transitions, all key elements of Arteta's tactical approach. The mood in camp appeared positive, with senior figures leading by example and younger players eager to impress ahead of a high-profile cup night under the lights. Arteta and his coaching staff placed particular emphasis on defensive organisation and attacking combinations in the final third. Small-sided games dominated the latter part of training, replicating the intensity Arsenal expect from Chelsea, who are likely to press aggressively and look to disrupt Arsenal's rhythm early on. There was also a clear focus on set-piece routines, an area that has proven crucial in cup competitions. With fine margins often deciding knockout matches, Arsenal are leaving nothing to chance as they fine-tune every detail ahead of kick-off. Latest team news, Mikel Arteta update. Speaking ahead of the match, Mikel Arteta provided an update on the squad's condition as Arsenal continue to manage fitness levels during a busy run of fixtures. The Arsenal boss confirmed that the majority of the squad came through training well, with careful monitoring in place for players returning from recent knocks. Arteta highlighted the importance of rotation in the EFL Cup, while also stressing that Arsenal will field a competitive side capable of controlling the game. He reiterated that any player selected must be fully prepared to meet the physical and mental demands of a London derby. The manager also praised the attitude within the group, noting the hunger to compete for every trophy available. According to Arteta, the EFL Cup is viewed as a genuine opportunity to build momentum, strengthen belief, and continue developing the squad's winning mentality. Final thoughts. As Arsenal count down to kick-off at the Emirates, the message from the training ground is clear: focus, intensity, and belief. Against a familiar rival like Chelsea, Arteta's side will need energy from the first whistle and composure in the key moments. Under the lights in front of their home fans, Arsenal will be aiming to turn strong preparation into a statement performance and take one step closer to EFL Cup glory. Transfer News Live, Arsenal agreement and targets. Update. Arsenal's activity in the transfer market is continuing to gather momentum, with fresh names now firmly in the mix as Mikel Arteta looks to strengthen his squad. One player attracting serious attention is Rafael Leao. The AC Milan winger's blistering pace, power and direct attacking style would add an entirely new dimension to Arsenal's left-hand side. While a January move would be difficult to complete, the club's long-standing admiration for Leao is well documented. Should a late window opportunity present itself and the conditions prove favourable, Arsenal are expected to explore every possible option. Meanwhile, there is growing chatter surrounding Morgan Rogers, who is viewed internally as a rising talent with the physicality, versatility, and work rate suited to the demands of Premier League football. His ability to operate across multiple attacking roles makes him an appealing option, particularly as Arsenal balance the need for immediate impact with long-term squad development. Shifting focus to Arsenal have agreed a deal to sell young defender Maldini Kakari to League Two side Grimsby Town, bringing an end to the 20-year-old's time at the Emirates Stadium. The move will be a permanent transfer, and it marks the third piece of business Arsenal have completed during the January transfer window. The Gunners have already seen Ethan Nwaneri head to Marseille on loan, while Louis Copley joined Crawley Town, also on a temporary deal, as the club continues to focus on player development and squad management. Kakuri, a London-born Albania international, has been steadily building his reputation in the lower leagues. He spent the first half of the season on loan at Morecambe, where his performances in the National League caught the eye. The young centre-back impressed with his physical presence, composure on the ball, and willingness to take responsibility at senior level. This move to Grimsby offers GYOKERES the chance to secure regular first-team football and continue his development in the EFL, while Arsenal look to streamline their academy pathway and provide clear opportunities for players ready to make the step into the professional game. Meanwhile, Arsenal have secured the future of one of their brightest young prospects, with teenage starlet Max Daumann signing a pre-agreement for his first professional contract, which will officially come into effect when he turns 17 in December. The highly rated youngster has been catching the eye inside the club's academy setup, and this move underlines Arsenal's commitment to protecting and developing their top emerging talents. By agreeing terms early, the Gunners have moved quickly to fend off interest and ensure Daumann's progression continues in North London. Daumann is seen as a player with significant long-term potential, and this pre-contract agreement reflects the club's confidence in his development pathway. Arsenal have placed a strong emphasis on youth in recent seasons, and Daumann now joins a growing list of academy players being carefully prepared for future first-team involvement. While his professional journey is yet to officially begin, this agreement is a major milestone for Max Daumann and another sign of Arsenal's focus on building from within as they plan for the seasons ahead. Shifting focus to Arsenal transfer news. After a slow start, the January transfer window has suddenly burst into life, and Arsenal are once again at the centre of the headlines. From a search for a new Pedri to defensive talks and growing competition from rivals, let's break it all down, with prices included. Let's start with the eye-catching headline. Arsenal are reportedly looking for a new Pedri. This doesn't mean the Barcelona star himself, but a young, elite-level midfielder with similar technical quality, intelligence, and ability to control games. Players in this profile do not come cheap. Clubs across Europe value this type of talent highly, and Arsenal would likely be looking at a price range between £60 million and £90 million, depending on age, contract length, and experience. Mikel Arteta wants creativity and control in midfield, especially for the long term, but any deal of this magnitude may be more realistic in the summer window rather than January. Next, Arsenal have been linked with Jeremy Jacquet, a young and highly rated centre-back. The defender is seen as a future-focused signing, someone who can develop under Arteta while adding depth to the squad. Arsenal are believed to be in early talks, but Chelsea are also monitoring the situation. In terms of price, Jacquet is valued at around £8 million to £12 million, making him a relatively affordable option compared to elite Premier League defenders. This is the type of smart, low-risk investment Arsenal have targeted in recent windows. Meanwhile, what's up, Gooners? Welcome back. Sit tight as we break down the latest Arsenal transfer buzz, Marc Guéhi's potential move, what's happening with Arda Güler, and the future of Oleksandr Zinchenko, prices included. Let's dive right in. Marc Guéhi, defensive target with a twist. First up, Marc Guéhi, the Crystal Palace captain and England centre-back, who has been linked with a move to Arsenal this window. There's been serious interest from across Europe. Manchester City, Liverpool, and even Bayern Munich have all been sniffing around for the 25-year-old. Arsenal have been monitoring his situation too, given their need for defensive reinforcement. But here's the price twist. Crystal Palace and potential suitors had been valuing him as high as around £35 to £40 million earlier in the window. However, with his contract expiring this summer, that asking price has dropped significantly. And Manchester City have reportedly agreed a £20 million deal, plus small add-ons, for him. So, for Arsenal fans wondering, while the Gunners were linked and interested, Guéhi's most likely destination now appears to be Manchester City at around £20 million. A bargain in market terms, but likely out of reach for a January swoop, given City's urgency to bolster a depleted backline. Switching gears to Arda Güler, the Real Madrid attacking midfielder who's been on Arsenal's radar for some time. Güler is widely regarded as one of the brightest young creative talents in Europe, capable of unlocking defences with his vision, dribbling and goal threat. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Real Madrid are not interested in selling him, and reports have placed his valuation at around €150 million, £130 million plus, if he were ever to leave the Bernabeu. That price tag reflects both his potential and Madrid's commitment to keeping him as part of their long-term project. While Arsenal admire Güler and could consider him for the future, a move this January seems unlikely, unless Real Madrid shock the market or a rare opportunity opens up. Finally, let's talk about Alexander Zinchenko, who's been a key player under Mikel Arteta since his arrival. However, his role has fluctuated, and he spent the current season on loan at Nottingham Forest. Recent reports suggest his loan has not gone smoothly, with limited playing time and complications around ending it early. On the pricing side, his market value has dipped slightly. Recent updates show his estimated value around €15 million, approximately £13 million, down from earlier in his Arsenal. Zinchenko's contract is set to expire this summer, and Arsenal are expected to let him leave rather than integrate him back into the squad long term. Offers could range around that valuation level, but it will depend on interest and whether clubs see value in his technical profile. Meanwhile, Arsenal are reportedly interested in a summer move for Newcastle United and England winger Anthony Gordon, as Mikel Arteta looks to add more pace, intensity and goal threat to his attack. Gordon, currently starring for Newcastle, has developed into one of the Premier League's most dangerous wide players. Known for his direct running, high pressing and work rate, the 25-year-old fits perfectly into Arteta's fast, aggressive system. Arsenal see Gordon as a player who can compete on both wings, offering strong competition for Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, while also giving the squad more depth for a long title and Champions League campaign. However, Newcastle are under no pressure to sell. With Gordon under contract and playing a key role, the Magpies are expected to demand a big fee, potentially in the region of £60 to £70 million, especially if Arsenal make a serious approach in the summer window. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for daily Arsenal transfer news. Let us know in the comments, which of these signings would you make first? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the